I sincerely sympathize with him, but I do not feel sorry for him. He brought this upon himself. Olude, who be Olude? See am for middle. See as him be. Say if they talk to Fubara, abi, who are you talking to? Since Olude, a member of the All Progressive Congress (APC), has described the ongoing political crisis in Rivers State as unfortunate, while expressing mixed feelings over the impeachment moves against Governor Siminalayi Fubara and his deputy. Olude made the remarks during an interview on TVC News on Saturday, January 17, 2026, when asked to comment on the insistence of some lawmakers to continue impeachment proceedings despite an existing court order. Responding to the question, Olude said, "I must say good morning Nigerians. It is quite unfortunate and that this issue has dragged for so long, and it is very, very sad, most especially for the governor," he added. "I sincerely sympathize with him, but I do not feel sorry for him because he brought him upon himself. I don't blame him. Now, wicked they give you mouth to talk. To Fubara, you this small boy." He attributed the crisis to the governor's political decision, stating, "Yes, because he started this issue." How did he start it though? How? Mr. Olude, how did he start it? You are going to war. You have to have all the weapons and equipment on your side. And it's quite unfortunate that you have spent over 2 years in office and you can't even boast of 10 assembly members on your side. You know to work with you in the legislative arm of government. Because he doesn't want to pay them money now. So you should start bribing them. Because that's what they want. Anywhere below face na front. So you should start paying them. You should be doing competition of the highest paid between him and Wike Abi. Is that what you want him to do? Because those ones are obviously after money. Speaking directly on the impeachment process repeatedly initiated by members of Rivers State House of Assembly, Olude referenced the role of the legislature. Going to your question on the issue of the impeachment, which the House already established, he said, before shifting focus to the broader implications for democratic parties, Olude described the situation as damaging to democratic institutions, particularly the judiciary. Well, it is quite sad for democracy and it's a slap on the judiciary, whereby people now go to court to shop for interim orders. He said, he further recalled a caution previously issued by judicial authorities. "And I remember my Lord Justice, the Justice of the Supreme Court, who is also the Chief Justice of Nigeria, has warned judges against granting unnecessary interim orders for politicians and, of course, when it comes to political matters," he stated. Despite his criticism of how interim orders are sometimes obtained, Olude stressed the need to obey judicial rulings, and it's quite sad. But no matter how useless, no matter how wasteful we might disagree with the court interim order, it must be respected because it's a court order pending when it is vacated, it said. He however raised concerns about the procedure surrounding the impeachment. But we have to now ask critical questions. If due process was followed for this, impeachment notice, Olude stated, who are you asking? Ask yourself. I hear the smell. Harmless Olude says somebody with enough resources in the state coffers who couldn't use it well to mobilize and garner support. So you rather he uses all the resources in Rivers State to garner support, Abi? You should start paying them money. And then you people will now come later and say he misappropriated. He has not even done that, they are saying he misappropriated money. So you should use money to mobilize support. Money meant for the people of Rivers State. Some of you are just very silly because I don't understand. Instead of him to use it to garner support and he was removed for 6 months and came back still behaving like a toddler. He's a toddler, Abi. Can you imagine? Okay, if you are not ready to play the Niger kind of politics, you better resign honorably. The kind of Niger politics. So if they keep playing the kind of Niger politics, when is Nigeria going to get better? Really? When? Because some of you will just talk. I don't understand. You should use the state resources to be paying lawmakers so that you can get them on the side. It doesn't make any sense. Whose side are they supposed to be on? They're supposed to be on the side of the governor. But because somebody wants to be controlling Rivers State, and that one is buying them over with money, so you expect it to also buy them over with money as well. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. Justice Early says, Kama will visit all of you in due time. Just watch and see. Atomy says, madman, Amuka Crefton says nemesis catching up with both PDP and APC because it was the Labour Party that won the 2023 generals in Rivers State. Swear in now Madam Beatrice Itubo of the Labour Party as the governor of Rivers State. Then peace will prevail. Sonny Ebo says, what is happening in Nigeria among politicians? Are people really representing your people? What offense did Fubara commit? Nothing, because he refused to hand over the state resources to them so that they can lavish it anyhow that they want. That is his offense. Telling APC is not a crime. People should fear God though. Obi Okudo says, what are you talking, my man? Don't you know that it's Wike that is sponsoring all the House of Assembly members? He knows. I'm sure he's also a partaker. I'm sure that Wike is also giving him something. That's why he's talking rubbish. Then how do you expect Fubara to get supporters from them? I wonder. You should be doing a competition. Wike will give them 500 million. He will give them 1 billion. Because I don't understand. I beg. My prayer is that God will save Fubara one more time. And hope he has learned another political lesson. Who does that? To borrow from Wike's word. I want that Fubara changing party and instantly start disparaging the PDP that gave him tickets. And also singing on your mandate to stand was hasty, and I submitted then that reciting on your mandate to stand alone is not enough to secure a second term without carrying stakeholders along. Which are stakeholders? Stakeholders that don't want to be carried along. He did what he had to do. If now you stay for PDP now that doesn't like you, he knows that probably if he goes to APC, he will get more support from there. That's what he did. You are telling us that you should not sing on your mandate, you shall stand. Is Wike not singing on your mandate, you shall stand? Is he not still a PDP member? So what are people saying? People should go and sit down. Emmanuel Edem says, Fubara as the governor has the intentions to bring democracy to what it is supposed to be in Rivers State. From your DP, I don't know, say you no get sense. For me, he's not a serious-minded governor. Really? He's not a serious-minded governor. You are not a serious-minded person. He's just there to create history as one of governors of Rivers State. You are talking rubbish. Edem, you just spitted rubbish from your mouth. I beg. Ikechukwu says, we have all manners of idiots in this country in the name of politicians. The space has been occupied by nuisance, people who have no meaningful means of livelihood, other than to disgrace themselves in the quest for attention. It's unfortunate with what is going on, we will never move forward. I'm telling you, if we continue like this and say, you should have done what they wanted, you should have used the same resources to gather support, we are not going to move forward. And are there no incumbency and predecessor in other countries? Where else will you see this charade in the name of politics? You can imagine. You've finished your tenure as the governor, but you still want to be controlling. For what now? And people are supporting rubbish. I don't understand. I beg. My listeners, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.